start the interview portion of the show. And our first interviewee is going to be Hope Murphy of the women's indoor track and field team. We'll welcome back Hope to the show. Hope appeared with us last year and then went on to All-American honors at the Outdoor Track and Field Championships. Hope, it's nice to catch up with you again.
It's nice to see you again.
First and foremost, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Thank you very much. Congratulations are in order once again. You had an outstanding Ohio Athletic Conference Championship indoor meet. You won 2 championships, and you broke a record in the process. How did the meet go for you?
It was a lot of fun getting to be with this group. Our team culture is really fun right now. And it was really cool to get to experience that all the way through, and at our home track was really exciting. I'm happy with how it went. Some of the turnarounds were rougher than others, but the relays always make it worth it. And getting to celebrate with the girls and seeing some of our men's team relays make the podium. It was a really exciting weekend overall, and get to celebrate with the team for 2 days.
How cool is it to have that event on a conference level at your own field house where you have the home track advantage, essentially?
It is so cool, especially I'm biased, I love our track. And just, it's a little bit more compact in there, but it just compacts the energy in tighter, which makes it really exciting. And it's always cool to be on your own track, to know your cues, the same cues you use every day of the week in your workouts. If you know where your 150 mark is, you know where your 30 mark is, and what you simulate on the daily basis, getting to use that.
Yeah, talk about your events. You're a distance runner, so you have a lot of laps that have to be completed. How do you keep track of where you're at in your race when you're running?
I'm definitely more middle distance than distance. I think they're crazy for doing the 25 laps indoors, but
anything above 400 meters to me is long distance. So I'm just saying. But
yeah.
Yes, we'll call you a middle distance runner.
But I mean the lap counters. But even then, it's playing a game in your head of like converting to outdoor and things like. So I usually try to break it up into sets of 2, which is a 400, or sets of 4, which is like an 800 in my head, and like 2s and 4s as much as I can to try to break it down. The DMR is kind of rough because there's so many laps as a whole relay of figuring out where you fit in, but just really counting on the lap counters and pre-race breaking it down in your head how you're going to handle it.
So the conversion from outdoor to indoor is what, about 2 to 1? Every 1 lap outdoor is 2 indoor?
For most tracks. So we here at home we have a 200-meter track. So an outdoor is 400 meters. So every 2 laps is 1 lap outdoor here.
Okay, cool. What was it like to break a record that had stood for 12 years? I mean, that's got to be kind of cool to say that of all the people that have run here, you're at the top of the list in that event. So
are you talking for the 500 record?
How many records did you break this weekend? I only saw one in the recap. Did I miss one?
I broke the 500 record, but then I got the 800 facility record. But the 500 record was Kelly Brennan's, but she was an all-star. She graduated a year before I got here, and I still have a relationship with her, and she's super cool. And it was fun to get hers, and she was there the next day, and I got to talk to her. But it kind of was parallel to the way she did it. I ended up second in that race because I raced a girl from a different heat, ran a faster time than me. So I actually had, for the 500, the conference record for 5 minutes. And then one of the Mount girls came in. She came in as a no time in the slow heat, and she's like an All-American.
Okay.
In the 100, 200, 400. And I knew she was coming, so I was going to have to run fast in my heat because I wasn't going to get to race her head on. And she did. She ran faster than me. She ran a 1:14. So I had the conference record for like 5 minutes, and then she raced, and then she beat me.
But still, that's pretty cool to say at one point you had it.
Yes.
I mean, anytime you're at a record pace for anything, it's good. It doesn't matter how long it stands. You had it for 1 point.
Yes. So that was fun. I knew she was coming. I knew I was going to have to run fast, and it was going to be what it was going to be. But Kelly Brennan, when she broke it, she was in the fast heat and knew there was a faster girl in the next heat and ran it all out. And she had the conference record for a second, and then actually I think it was the other way around. I think Kelly ran it second and just barely missed what would have been like the conference record that year. So it was very similar to how she did it, and it was fun to get to kind of tease her about that a little bit.
Was it nice, though, to kind of have her support? I mean, because you're breaking her record and you want to do it, the best you can. And is it awkward at all, or was it all love?
No, I love Kelly. She has been a huge mentor to me and is very much engaged with our program still. and has been, like I said, a mentor all throughout the time I've been here, even though she hasn't been on the team with me. And I told her Saturday, I guess afterwards I talked to her, I had actually broken her 800-meter record the week before and got to give it back to her, which was really cool. But I just told her that I'm so thankful for the women like her who came ahead of me in the program to set those goals and those time goals, because like younger me or freshman me would never fathom like running those kind of times, but they put it in a built-in goal as a school record. Like whether I want that to be a goal or not, it is kind of a built-in record, built-in goal, that I'm so thankful that they set the bar so high and then continue to support us and encourage us to chase that.
So the record that did last for more than 5 minutes is the facility record that you ran in the 800 meters. Talk about that event and what led to your success in the 800.
So that one, it wasn't a PR. That one was a very gritty race. We were trying the double in the mile and the 800. So I ran the mile at 3:15 and turned around at 4 o'clock. So I had 45 minutes and raced the 800. And the same girl from the 500 she went up. She's usually, like I said, a sprinter, into the 800. She's a good 400 runner. So we then had to battle it out there. So that one was really just trying to be gritty and run away from her on tired legs. And we went out slow and just kind of cranked down from there. And it was just everything we could coming off the mile tired, but it was fun. That was a really fun race.
Yeah, you actually kind of jumped ahead in my questions here.
Sorry.
No, that's good. You're getting used to this. My next question was, how do you go about handling multiple events on the same day? You mentioned you were a part of a couple of relay teams. You had your individual events. That doesn't leave you a lot of time to recoup and rest. Actually, rest kind of seems like it goes out the window when you run 45 minutes apart and you're not running 100 meters. You're running longer distances.
We go in with a plan. Coach was really good and very. It's very important to him the way we recover in between. So as soon as we're done, you get that recovery cool down in. We have compression boots that you go and you get in. You make sure we get snacks in, like Gatorade, recovery drinks. During that time, during the 45 minutes, it's just kind of a do what you can. I did a quick shakeout and put my legs up to try to drain them, and then just kind of had to stay loose. But then by the time the relays roll around, you get a little bit more of a gap. And the relays are just a whole different type of energy. The environment in there is so exciting, and you're doing it for your teammates, and you're in it together. That it's a whole different bank that you can tap into to pull it out for that.
Is it more mental at that point though, when you've got the compressed schedule, than it is as important as it is physically to decompress? I
would agree with that. I was a little bit stressed before the 800. I was tired, and I was nervous for that one. That I knew I was tired. I knew I was capable, but I had to definitely be mentally tough going into that. That it was 4 laps, so I was just gonna have to suck it up.
Yeah, well, you did a very good job of doing that. Multi-time All-OAC performer. You just seem to keep getting better with every meet that you run in. You competed in a pretty big tournament against all division runners not too long ago. What was that experience like up in Boston?
I'm so thankful for the Boston trip and that experience. It was unreal, the amount of people there and the amount of talent there. It was very exciting. I did not have a very good day there. I was having a great day, and I kind of fell apart mentally. I was on pace to run 4:52 coming through the 1K, and then I mentally fell out of it lap 6 and 7 of an 8-lap race, and ended up running a 5:03 mile, which was definitely not the goal going there. But I learned a lot of lessons for it, and I think it flipped a switch that really just relit the fire in me kind of thing going into the 800 the following week, where I got the school record and conference, and even this weekend getting after it and going towards nationals.
How cool is it to get to see runners from other divisions? I mean, you don't get to see that very often, but you were competing against the best of the best, and you are the best of the best as far as most everybody's concerned in the Ohio Athletic Conference and in Division III.
It's really cool. I think that's something that's really special about the running sport, is that I do have the opportunity to hop in with other people and compete. It was really cool to get to see some of the pros race, but then even in my race, you try not to let it get you too much. I remember after the race, I was using one of the girls in front of me to pace, and she moved out, and that's when I fell apart. It was Coach, the girl in the purple uniform with the tiger on the back. He was like, "You mean the LSU girl?" Yes.
That's pretty cool.
But It is. You can't let it get to you too much, but it is a cool opportunity, I think, and something, again, very special about our sport, that we have the opportunity to mix in and out.
Do you have any time to kind of take any lessons from them or even talk to some of the other athletes about their approach to the sport?
I did not. Well, I was in Boston. I mean, I have some friends like some other teams, but the reality is a lot of us are all really just getting after it. Like, doesn't matter what division you are, we're all working just like as hard as we can to do what we're doing and chasing those times. But no, it was cool to get to watch some of the pros, but I didn't go over.
So what's next for you in the indoor season? The national tournament?
I have one more meet this weekend. It's a last chance meet for nationals. We're going to give the mile one more go here to see what we can do in that to give us an option for nationals between either the 8 or the mile. So we're going to get after Fast Mile at Ohio Northern this weekend, and then nationals the following weekend.
Have you already qualified in events?
In the 800, I'm sitting number 2, so I should be good in the 800.
You should be good to go.
Yeah.
So it's just a mile that you're trying to get the dual event performer.
Yeah, I don't know if we would do dual events at nationals. It would just give us the opportunity to choose whether we wanted to do the 800 or the mile.
What would you rather do?
I don't know. We were just having this conversation. I have been running the mile and the 15 up till this point, and that was definitely the goal all season. I just haven't executed yet, but right now I am trying to also maintain the mental attitude of I am in the 8, and if it is the 8 year, then we get after the 8. If the mile doesn't work out, if that's what the opportunity is and God's plan for this season, then that's what I'm going to do. But if the mile works out this weekend, then that's been my thing, so we'll probably lean towards that way.
All right, cool. Before we get on out of here with you, Hope, the last couple of years you've talked to me a lot about Alyssa Loeffner and what she meant to you. And she graduated from the program, is now pursuing an advanced degree in Pennsylvania. So you've kind of gone from on the student side to the more of a mentor side and a leader for your team now. How has that transition gone for you, and do you like that role of being the tone setter for the team?
I mean, I'm still keep in touch with Miss Alyssa. She came this weekend, and I never afraid to call her. But
I didn't think you would be.
I mean, she's still my mentor. But it has been really cool to get to bring in this freshman class. They have been a hoot, a lot of fun, a lot of really good energy. A lot of them, I think, don't even understand how good they are yet and the potential. So it's been fun to get to see them grow, and like Miss Katie Plecko and Megan and them just have so much talent and excited, and getting to help them believe in themselves has been really cool. And I've been really thankful for like some of even the other upperclassmen, like Maddie Miller's a senior. She's the mom of our team and always has been, and like she keeps me grounded. And like Cassie, I have like the other upperclassmen too, who I've gotten to just grow even deeper relationships with. I've always been really close friends with, but they have been so supportive of me too. And I was really nervous about not having Alyssa anymore, and they have just poured love into me too from new ways, and I've gotten to exchange that to them too in new ways too, which has been really cool.
Awesome. Well, Hope, congratulations on
Thank
all
you.
the success. Once again, dual Ohio Athletic Conference champion, multi-time All-Ohio Athletic Conference performer. Congratulations on all the success, and hopefully we'll be talking to you down the road about having even more success at the National Indoor and also during the outdoor season. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you so much. Have a great night.
Thank you. You too, Hope. Hope Murphy, All-American track and field runner here at Baldwin Wallace University. Thank you very much.